how can I do this again? What do how do you handle it?
Bracing for round two, families in Fannett survived nearly 20 inches of rain, and a live report how they're planning for what may come next.
It's tragic, and there's no doubt about it, and it happens wherever there's disasters.
Nothing left to lose tonight. How a small community near Dam B is overflowing with more water possibly heading their way.
Zapped. A flagpole struck by a bolt from the blue outside of a school. Right now, how teachers are turning the lightning into a lesson.
Live from the KFDM studios, you're watching KFDM 6 News at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Southeast Texas. I'm Tiffany Murphy.
And I'm Aaron Drawhorn. Blue skies tonight, certainly a welcome sight, but it may be the calm before the storm.
Chief Meteorologist Greg Bostwick is tracking the storm. He joins us now with the first look at our forecast. Greg.
Well, that's right. It's good to see the sun out. It's giving us a chance to dry out a little bit this afternoon. A lot of blue skies here in Beaumont right now. Do Good and Roofing 911, the sponsors, looking back from our studios toward downtown. Unfortunately, the storms are on their way once again. China Elementary had about a half an inch of rain. That was this morning, a thunderstorm out there. Nome actually picked up an inch, 78 degrees right now after that high of 80. Let's check out radar. In our area, there's nothing happening. But on the left-hand side of the screen, you can start to see some showers there around Conroe, and that's the leading edge of a big batch of showers and storms now moving about halfway between Houston and San Antonio, around Schulenburg, back up toward Giddings, to the west of College Station, then back to northwest of Cuero, and those continue to move eastbound, and they're moving basically right down the interstate in our direction. So it looks like about 2-3 o'clock in the morning they will be in our vicinity. But the rains we had today have rapidly diminished or moved out. They're over toward Baton Rouge and over toward New Orleans. There's that big batch of storms out to our west heading in our direction. The big question is, how long will they last and how much rain? We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Thank you, Greg. The Fannett area is certainly welcoming a break today after receiving nearly 20 inches of rainfall yesterday.
Now, many in that area are bracing for the potential of more torrential downpours. KFDM's Rocio De La Fe joins us tonight in Fannett. And Rocio, you spoke with a lot of neighbors in the Green Acres area. What did they tell you?
Hey, Tiffany, and Aaron, that's right. The sun is out now, but many people here tell us that they are getting ready for what's to come in the days ahead. 18 inches of rain fell yesterday alone in this area. Many of the homes in the area getting some water inside the homes. And tonight, many of the people that we spoke to today say they're getting ready just to see the end of this. Johnny McInnes is relieved no water made it inside his Fannett home when 18 inches of rain fell Monday in the Green Acres area. But his rental property across the street got about 4 inches.
You never get used to it.
It's too much too soon. McInnes says the recent storms bring flashbacks of Harvey and Imelda.
Harvey, I got 4 inches, which was not bad, and I got 18 during Imelda.
With a break in the weather Tuesday, Captain Crystal Holmes with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is asking residents in Fannett and surrounding areas to have a plan ahead of more bad weather expected.
So we're asking everyone to monitor the storms, pay attention to your surroundings, and don't get caught stuck in your home. If you feel like flooding is going to occur in your area, take those precautions. Get yourself out of those areas and to safety.
The Sheriff's Office is patrolling the area ready to assist, along with the Emergency Services District.
We also have 2 high water rescue vehicles on standby that are fueled up and ready to go. We had both of those trucks out on the road yesterday.
District 4 Chief Jeremy Hansen is asking anyone who might need rescue to call for help, but to call back if another agency gets there first, so that rescue crews can move on to those in need.
And as we were going down the list and showing up at residences to do flood rescues, oftentimes we wouldn't realize that they were no longer there. Somebody else had picked them up, and that ends up significantly delaying our efforts because we're running from residence to residence.
Meanwhile, McInnes and his neighbors,
how can I do this again?
Are preparing for the next round of storms. And anyone with damage to a home or business is asked to self-report that damage via the ISTAT website, and we posted a link to it on our website. That's KFDM.com. Live in Fannett, Rocio De La Fe, KFDM 6 News.
Thanks, Rocio. At this hour, the Corps of Engineers releasing more water from Dam B in Tyler County. The Tyler County judge issuing a disaster declaration for that area. KFDM's Paige Hubbard reports folks left their homes as floodwater moved in.
Yeah, this road would typically lead into the Barlow Lake Estates community, but you can see it is completely flooded out. The only way to get in now is by boat, and if you take a look behind me, you can see some folks down there going in. Now, we were able to go in and see some of the damages firsthand, and we saw cars underwater, homes underwater, and this entire community has been absolutely devastated. I talked to a woman who said that she's thankful that she has her life, but nothing will replace what was lost in her home. A community is pulling together after heavy rains left the Barlow Lake Estate neighborhood underwater. Homes are flooded, cars ruined, and families devastated.
We lost everything, house, clothes, groceries, everything.
Rainey Corley, her 2 sons, and other family members managed to evacuate before the water got too deep, but once it recedes, she'll have no home to return to.
I done had a mental breakdown a while ago, and it's emotionally.
Past major flooding event has Corley's cousin sharing the same emotion.
It's been a lot. My brother lost his house during Harvey, and now again with the weather.
Residents that live in these 3 areas along the Neches River that are accustomed to the flooding events that take place, they're very resilient.
With more rain expected, Tyler County Judge Jock Blanchett is working to get resources for those impacted. Red Cross is allowing displaced families to shelter at Woodville Hotel. Food and water will also be given out to families who may need it.
Through the years, our county is very resilient in its citizenry, and communities come together to support and assist each other, and I do not believe that will change. That's just the complexion of who we are.
And since we are expected to see more rainfall in the next coming days, officials want to send a message: turn around, don't drown. I know that may sound like such a cliche, but when we're experiencing floodwaters this high, you can replace homes, you can replace boats or cars, but you can't replace your life. Of course, you can count on us to keep you updated on air and online on all things weather related. In Woodville, Paige Hubbard, KFDM 6 News.
All right, Paige, now more water worries. The fear of water rising in low-lying areas of Orange County, also a concern. Also along the Neches River in particular. What happens at Dam B happens downstream on the Neches, as Paige just showed us. We are also watching the water. Now let's get to some good news about the Dam B water release. Yesterday, it was at 50,000 cubic feet per second. Now look at this number today, 40,000 cubic feet per second. That is a welcome improvement. Even so, Orange County issuing a voluntary evacuation. This is in effect for the Lakeview area, including 4 Oaks Ranch Road, Loving Acres, also Connolly Road. And you do know the expression, turn around, don't drown, as Paige just said. It doesn't hurt to drive that point home again, because let this resonate. 12 inches of water can float many cars. 2 feet of rushing water will carry off pickup trucks, SUVs, and most other vehicles, according to Orange County. From images of the Sabine River there to now a neighborhood near Taylor's Bayou, Salvador Rodriguez sending us this video of fierce floodwaters filling his neighborhood off LaBelle Road in Fannett. Mopping up begins today as folks brace for round 2 of rain. North of here, a cleanup day in Jasper County. Water levels rising to alarming levels yesterday, too close for comfort at homes and businesses. The county judge tells us water did seep into some businesses. In the city of Jasper, homes were spared, but some folks out in the county were not so lucky. KJAS Radio providing these pictures for us. How about a teachable moment from the storm yesterday? You see this nice lightning graphic from our Sinclair corporate graphics department. How about the real deal? This is from Port Arthur. Watch this closely. A lightning strike. This is a flagpole yesterday morning right outside Travis Elementary School in Port Arthur. It caused some damage to the concrete surrounding that flagpole. Educators making this a teachable moment to ensure children understand the dangers of lightning. You can see more of this video frame by frame right now on KFDM KFDM.com. And when the rain comes down, sandbags become in demand. We also have a full list of sandbag locations for you right now on KFDM.com.
And tonight we're getting new information at KFDM from school districts making changes in response to the threat of heavy rain. West Orange Cove canceling classes the rest of the week. Classes resume Monday for them. Also, BISD and Port Arthur ISD going all virtual tomorrow. We'll update any new changes on our website, KFDM.com. Right now, school districts, counties, cities, and other governmental bodies scrambling to deal with the governor's new executive order. Late today, Governor Greg Abbott issuing that order preventing counties, cities, school districts, public health authorities, or government officials from requiring or mandating that people wear masks. The order takes effect 11:59 Friday night. The schools can continue their mask guidelines through June 4th. After that time, they can't require masks. Violations of the order can bring a $1,000 fine. We reached out to Beaumont and Port Arthur ISD. Port Arthur says it is ending the mask mandate June 4th. We are still awaiting BISD's response. Organizations that help the youth, the elderly, and others in Southeast Texas benefiting tonight from $168,000 in grants to nonprofits. The Foundation for Southeast Texas awarding the grants today to a number of groups, among them a nonprofit that helps victims of human trafficking.
This grant today really catapults our advocacy program, and we are going to get to serve our underage clients of trafficking with many new resources that we would not have had otherwise.
The foundation awarded the grants to more than 50 organizations.
The torrent of rain sending water gushing through central Texas waterways. Video from today shows a swollen Waller Creek in downtown Austin. Now that city's watershed department warning similar dangerous conditions could leave Austin's homeless population vulnerable. Work being done behind the scenes to keep them safe. It's low water crossings and waterways across Austin that have the water department there concerned. Campsites or abandoned property typically found by their crew. But with heavy rainfall, Austin's new camping ban also in effect. There's even more urgency to get people into safer spaces.
We are issuing warnings to folks that we encounter in waterways and creeks and under bridges that these aren't areas that they should be living in. You could die.
Tonight, parts of Louisiana cleaning up after torrential rain hit their communities just after we got hammered here in Southeast Texas. More in this report from the Lake Charles area.
A sea of cars submerged. This is a scene after flash flooding in southern Louisiana.
A whole lot of unexpected flooding, a whole lot of rain. We've got vehicles parked in the middle of the roadway. We've got a whole lot of victims that need to be saved.
In Lake Charles, Louisiana, it only took 45 minutes for water to top cars parked on the street. Crews worked tirelessly to rescue as many people as they could.
We were flooded real bad, so we had like at least 2 foot of water in the house.
In Baton Rouge, it was more of the same. One of the city's 911 centers received over 800 calls Monday evening.
It's kind of stressful right now. I'm really overwhelmed. It's really overwhelming.
Overnight, the greater Baton Rouge area received more than 13 inches of rain in some areas. That is more than any drainage system can handle.
Thousands in the city are without power. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards issued a state of emergency. The area is not out of the woods yet.
Forecasts anticipate this rain event to continue through today, with an additional 4 to 6 inches of rainfall forecasted.
I'm Daryl Forges reporting.